So I've got this old car, a hot rod, a serious piece of iron, a dual exhaust rumbler, a tire smoking, gear shifting, full bore screaming hub of Detroit vintage technology, speeding my heart like a mainline shot of adrenaline every time I step on the gas.
I think I'm gonna pull out this old John Deere 111 that has some long overdue repairs that need to be made on it. Got to replace the oil seal on it. It's leaking oil pretty bad and leaking hydraulic fluid, so I think we need some seals. Anyway, before we do that, we gotta pump up this flat tire. I'm gonna roll it out and start tearing it down, I guess. Gotta take the engine off, gotta take the hood off and the engine out, and I've got a couple spare oil seals in here. I'm hoping one of them will fit, but I'll probably have to do a little digging in there. It's got quite a bit of stuff. But anyway, I'll pull this thing out. Actually, maybe I'll pull it out right now. Alright, so you can see we got some puddles, so it's a pretty nice little tractor. It's been in the family since new. It's a 1980 model, and gotta pump up this tire first of all, of course. But first thing I'm gonna do is pump that tire up. Then I'm gonna drain the oil out, take the hood off. One of these days I want to give this thing a paint job. It's a little crusty, but it does what it's supposed to do. Well, that's all for now, guys. Before I strip this thing apart, I'm gonna start it up, just make sure it's operating correctly and everything before I take it apart. And hoping to get this finished by winter. I probably will. It's just a quick little oil seal change. I'm not gonna get into too much, but see what I can get done here. See if it'll even start. It's got a ancient battery in there. Gotta be a few years old. But anyway, it always starts up right there at about three-quarters of choke. And alright, let's see if it fires up. side just static. It's a good old tractor, definitely. And well, taking a little break from the truck, I guess. Just a little break. We'll be back on it before long. That's all for now, guys. See you later. Alright guys, I took the hood off and I'm ready to pull the engine. I've had this tractor for 6 years and I've only took the hood off once before, but it's real easy to come off. Just has a couple bolts there and a spring, and it comes right off. But gonna drain the oil and see what we could get into today. Alright, I took the muffler off and that comes off real easy with those 2 bolts right there, and it just slides right out of that pipe. Now I'm ready to dig further in. Alright, so the next thing you do is pull off your clutch for the mowing deck, and most of them have a connector right there, and your drive pulley. And if you look under there, you see your oil seal, and you could probably get away without pulling the engine, but I think it'll be a lot easier to take it out. So now you're ready to disconnect your fuel line, your throttle linkage, your ignition stuff, your ignition harness right there, and you'll be able to unbolt these 4 bolts right here. The next thing you're going to do is lower the tractor. Now you're going to drain the oil. Make sure to disconnect your battery before moving on. And next thing we're going to do here is disconnect your positive battery cable on your starter. Try not to drop that into your oil. And pop it off. Oops. Just dropped my washer in there, but that's okay. But anyway, there we go. And the next thing you're going to do the lighting's kind of bad here, but your ground is right on the engine cover right here. Don't know if you can see that, but right back here, you're just going to loosen that up. So you're going to take that off, and there we go. Put it somewhere safe. I like to thread them back in there so I don't lose the bolt. But this right here is your ground. And after that you have your this is your ignition switch here. You're just going to disconnect that. I don't know if I could do this with one hand, but it has little clips on it. Yeah, I can't do it with one hand. Alright, once you get this disconnected, you're gonna move on to the other side. You only got your throttle linkage, which is just that little screw right there. You disconnect that and it comes right out of the linkage there. And your kill switch, which shuts off the engine when you turn the key off, and this just shuts off the coil. So you're just gonna unbolt that bolt right there. And alright, the next thing you're gonna do is disconnect your fuel line and cap it off. I like to use a bolt so it doesn't spill all over the place. Alright, I apologize for the lighting, but once you get your fuel line blocked off, and then you can go ahead and take off your 4 bolts that hold the engine on, and pull the engine right off. And right here I have just a little cart that I made that I like to put the engine on, and also has these little shelves in it for accessories. So have something ready because the engine weighs a little bit. Alright guys, once you get your engine removed, you can start working on it, and on the next video clip I'll show you how to get the seal out.